Hello, everyone. Happy day and happy moment wherever you are. And this is a new beginning. Thanks for joining. I am Jennifer from Personal Power Life Coaching, and I am super happy that we are together today because the sun is shining and this illumination coming in through our kitchen office window is glorious and splendid. So, sharing that with you right now, I wish to impart a message of appreciation and gratitude, a message of thanks, and a message of well-being for you and for me and for your loved ones and for all of our families. And I want to bring us back to a core message that is so important and so fundamental to your happiness, which is gratitude, being grateful for what we do have and appreciating the things, the beautiful things, even the simple things that aren't so beautiful looking, but that make your life possible and positive in some way. Simple things like your bed and your blanket and your pillows, right? Those are simple things that we forget, but we need them there to give us comfort and security, and we expect them to be there. So I invite us to just say thank you, even if it's not about you making a list of your 10 things that you appreciate or the three blessings in your life today. Just saying thank you to life, thank you life, and thank you to the universe for everything, and moving forward in your life with deeper peace and appreciation for the good things that are happening for you. And furthermore, moving on from gratitude, we can be in a space of greater ease and flow with life, because we all go through turmoil, we all go through ups and downs, and when we go back to that space of stillness and appreciation and just saying thank you, you know what, I acknowledge that everything is not perfect and that I feel like I have to give this up in favor of that. And nevertheless, I know that I'm really blessed. I know that overall things are working out for me and that it's going to be fine. Everything's going to work out. I just have to take a deep breath right now. And let it out. And that deep breathing is just a miracle lifesaver. Deep breathing is where it's at. And the deep breathing is something that I've been picking up on more these past few days. You may have seen my recent video on emotional eating or emotional overeating, or just overeating, right? When you feel like you're out of control and you don't know, you want to eat but you don't want to eat, you feel conflicted, so you have these mixed messages in your psyche and then in your body, which is uncomfortable. So, when I've been there, when I am there, I just realize, you know what, maybe I'm not going to get to the end of this today, and it's not going to be perfect, because I still have this I want but I don't want. It's like you want to say yes but you want to say no. There's that split energy. So bridging the gap for me, it doesn't mean being perfect and solving it and figuring it out, but it's more about accepting. Acceptance is number one. And acceptance is a virtue that I am cultivating more in this new year, in this month. For me, it has been, there's three virtues, and one of them is acceptance of myself and of others and conditions, the situations. When something seems to appear like you can't really influence it, it just is what it is. I have to accept it. Or I can fight against it, but then that's even worse. So acceptance is one, and patience is another, and the other one is detachment. For me, that means not projecting myself into objects or onto people. And that one I've really been discovering a lot about my through that I have been discovering a lot about myself, in the sense that sometimes I attach my sense of self and identity to objects and even to people, such as recently my brother has been a little bit ill with the flu cold, and I have been helping to take care of him and his health. And as you know, I love health and wellness, and I do extensive research in my own way to know what's the best thing, the most natural thing, holistically speaking, that will serve this person to their highest good, to help them to heal effectively, swiftly, fully, and thoroughly. And I did that for him when he was really bad, and one day he was just in bed the whole day. And then when he was feeling a little bit better, it's all of a sudden like, honestly, my ego says there's no appreciation, there's no gratitude for the work that I've done. But you see, this is where I have to not project my sense of identity and existence onto an item or a person, because it's not about me. It's not about me. What is my intention, right? What is your intention when you do something for someone else that you love, or even that you don't love, but maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your colleague, or a relative, or a neighbor, or sanitation worker, whomever, the bus driver? What is your intention? Because where our attention stems from is how we will engage the energy, and how our consciousness and our psyche will flow with the unfolding of the circumstances. And so the point is that when I can be detached and realize this is not about my ego, this is about helping someone to heal when they need it. And when it's my time is over, I will step back and out of the ring and focus on my life and myself. But always having that presence that it's not really about the person, me, but it's about what is your energy and focus and intention towards whatever it is that you're doing. So that was an example. And another example, for instance, is when you make something for someone, like a tea or a coffee or a meal, or you do a favor for someone, knowing that it's coming from your heart. Or is it coming from your ego and neediness or attachment, right? Because it's when we're in this creative, when we're in that space of using someone else as our tool to fulfill an inner need, to satisfy and placate our ego needs, then it's where it becomes confusing, when the outcome is not what you expected, right? So the key is to be unconditional, to be detached, and to be centered and grounded in kind of this just spaciousness and detached space. And so that's something that I'm cultivating, and also detaching my emotions from overwhelming me, but acknowledging that they're there and that I don't ignore them. I'm aware of them, but I am not them. I am not those emotions. I am the observer. The I is the seat of the soul, which is a book by Gary Zukav, which I've never read, but it just feels like the I consciousness is the eternal, universal God force that gives you life, that gives everything life, and that is the observer, or the silent witness. So that is the living life force that is always the wise inner voice that is aligned with your and attuned to your soul, to your heart, and to your spirit, to your higher self, to your whatever you believe in that vein. It could just be your God, but that is the I, the true I, the I am, the silent witness, the consciousness, the God living life force that animates and pulses through your blood and your veins, that keeps you alive while you are asleep. So perhaps moving forward in our lives, enlisting that wise voice from within to guide our steps more and more frequently. If you feel like you want to make better decisions, and if you feel like you want to have better relationships and better outcomes from your actions, then I invite you, a suggestion is to simply ask your higher self to guide you, to help you, your angels that are with us, like that are always with you. And ask, higher self, I ask to be guided from my higher self. Or if you believe in your gods, in your deities, then you can ask, I ask for the wisdom and guidance of my deity, this God force, to guide me in this day, in this decision. Please illuminate my vision. Please illuminate my choices. Please guide me with love and fill me with compassion. Compassion and wisdom for myself, but for others, and for the journey that we are all on, the paths that are crossing, all our paths are crossing. Our lives are inside of a tissue. For instance, if you take a napkin, if you can visualize the napkin, our lives are within this tissue, and they all come together. And they're breathing and coming together again. So our lives are constantly folding in and folding out, one with the other. Our energies are intermingled, which is why the people that we live with or that we work with, that we see most and spend most time with, our energies are commingled. So asking for that wisdom and guidance from your higher self, from your spirit, from your wise self, from your infinite self, from your yogi self, from my yogi self, and from my gurus, my guides, my mentors. If you believe in ascended masters, then so be it. It's always just God, the life force, the source, the infinite power of creativity. And so asking for that wisdom, asking for help. Ask for help from unseen hands, and they will deliver. I firmly know this. Ask for help. You will see the rainbow in the sky, even if it's not raining. So that's pretty much it, is to express your gratitude for life and then see what unfolds in marvelous and splendid, delightful ways, because you deserve joy and love and happiness, and there is no need for fear, there is no need for sorrow, there is no need for pain, but it's going to be there because it's part of the social fabric that is woven along this planet, which we've accepted in our physical bodies, our being, our energy force. So that's great. That's what it is, right? It is what it is. But in any case, all these words just to highlight being grateful for what we do have, asking for help from your higher self, and asking for guidance and wisdom and a deeper sense of compassion for your own journey and for the journeys of others, for their way of seeing the world. Compassion for our limited scope to really understand our own fears, but our willingness and our courage, your courage to face the circumstances no matter what, because you are so courageous. When you face those fears, look it in the face, feel it in your body. When you meditate and you pray and you feel the fear in your heart or your gut or your shoulders, I call those rockets of desire. All of those are little rockets of desire because they mean you want something, but it's just, I don't know how to express it. So perhaps as you move forward in this new year, in this new day, in this moment, in this life, embracing the space of the virtues that you want to invite into your life, such as the ones that I mentioned just now, for me being patience and attachment and compassion and asking for guidance and help from your God, from spirit, from the universe. That's it. Yeah, and so those have been my virtues. I mentioned it in my video just today, just now, just a few minutes ago. So even I will look back on this video and I will just bring it back into my center. But compassion is something that we can appreciate and water in the garden of our soul. Every day, compassion, because it moves us further away from criticism, judgment, discrimination, racism, anger, fear, hatred. It moves us away from that when we are in a deeper space of compassion and extending that first and foremost to yourself. For everything that we don't know, but having the courage to face what we can change and doing that and just being grateful and breathing deeply. Breathing deeply, friends. Just breathe right now. One final breath. Ready? And you let it out. And take it breath by breath, moment by moment. And moving forward confidently into your glorious life, because this life is made for you and your happiness, and appreciation is where it's at. So that's pretty much it for now. That's been our spiritual, personal power life coaching message, which we are all mind, body, spiritual beings. And for me personally, my greatest source of strength in life has been my God, spirit, my angels. So whatever it is for you, be grateful for that. And let us always remember, what can I have? What can I do? Focus on you. Focus on you, and everything works out more and more, bringing back the power into your center. Staying grounded, staying centered, serene and calm and balanced harmoniously with the universe and the cycles and seasons of life. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for joining. Sending you lots of love and appreciation, gratitude. Say thank you to your family. Thank you to your parents, to your children. No matter what, thank you. Thank you to life. And life loves you and you love life, right? And remember to love yourself, appreciate yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, hey, I'm doing a great job. Good job, well done. Keep going, keep believing, keep your faith, and keep moving confidently. Okay? Shine on, shine on. You are the bright light in the sky. So I love you. Thanks for joining from Jen at Personal Power Life Coaching. I will now proceed into this magnificent moment with you and with my angels and with Spirit. And I'm wishing you a beautiful life ahead. And remember, treasure the little things. Okay? Bye for now. God bless you.